This is the Cadence of Life podcast, where we interview music professionals and entrepreneurs and learn the ins and outs of their career. Hey, welcome back to the Cadence of Life podcast show with your host, Jeff Strahan, a.k.a. your boy, Jay Reed. This week, we got a special guest host, Chadzilla from Chadzilla Beats. He came on the show on our second episode. Welcome, Chad.
What's good? What's good? I'm glad to be back.
What's good, man? What's good? Thank you for co-hosting. I'm sure that you're going to bring a lot to the show. I want to go ahead and thank all of our listeners out there that's been listening on Spotify. If you don't listen on Spotify, you can listen to it in your car. You can listen to it while you're cooking or something, whatever you're doing. You can listen to our podcast on Spotify at the Cadence of Life podcast. All right. My guest this week is a rapper, producer, and songwriter. He has done many shows around the Austin area and produced for artists like Young Abe, Kane Marco, CP Looney, Tyler Boy, Panic, Odanga, and many more. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Fetti Knox.
Yo, how y'all
What's good, Fetti Knox?
What's happening? What's happening?
Man, doing good.
Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we're just gonna go ahead and get right into this. I have a question that kind of pertains to maybe your image. What made you come up with the name Fetti Knox?
Shoot, man, I was trying to think of a name when I first was like, man, I need one, and but I wanted it to kind of pertain to me, you know what I mean, and what I wanted to do, and I also was kind of going over it with my brother. And he was just like, man, come up with something that when you Google it, it don't come up nowhere. And so with that on my mind, I was like, well, I'm trying to make money, you know what I'm saying? And Fetti was just a different little slang term for money. And then I was like, I'll be making my beats and they're going to hit hard. And so it was Knox, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted to spell it K-N-O-X. So it just kind of came like that. I Googled it, nothing came up. So I ran with it from there.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
So, did you start off as a rapper or a producer first, or both?
Just as a rapper, yeah. I ain't have a producing bone in my body, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was just rapping for so many years. I've been rapping since I was young, like 5 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was a long time, you know what I'm saying? And I only been producing now for like 5 years, so you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
Between that.
You been in Texas the whole time, or have you lived anywhere else?
I mean, I was born in Maryland, but yeah, I've been in Texas the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I moved here when I was 2, so yeah, definitely raised out here.
Nice.
And you went under a different name when you was rapping?
Yeah. I mean, it was just because my real name's Jazz, you know what I'm saying? But I just went by Jazzy Jones, just and that's pretty much what it was when I was doing my rapping thing the entire time.
Oh, that's what's up. Like, where did you perform at here in Austin?
Shoot, man. There was a few different clubs, like Club Crucial, man, Spinners, even like behind Spinners too. They used to do events outside. There was another joint I can't even remember. It was shut down. This is just a few different areas, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
They
So
don't
you've
all
been
come
doing
to
this for a
mind.
minute, huh?
Yeah. I think when I first did like my first show in the clubs, I was probably like 15, 16 or something like that.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, Fetti Knox, I'm finna put you on the spot. Give me your top 5 rappers, all time.
And top 5. It's tough, man. It's tough.
It ain't got to be in order.
Like growing up, I think I listened to a lot of like Cassidy. You know what I'm saying? Cassidy the Hustler.
Okay.
And stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
I'm liking like Jonah Lucas right now.
Okay.
Can't throw Eminem out of there. You know what I'm saying?
All right. That's 3.
Sure, I like DMX. You know what I'm saying?
Good choice, classic.
Yeah, and then Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of the watching the backstage, you know what I'm saying, on VHS when I was young. So
that's what's up.
Definitely like that.
That's what's up. Yeah. I think that it tells a lot about a person what type of music that influenced them. And like he said, your top 5. So those people right there, you probably idolize in a way to where like you either wanted to make music like them or they just inspired you to do your music. So that's what's up, man. I think that that's good. It's kind of like like for me when I was growing up, it was Tupac and other things. So, you would probably have a different swag than what I have, or the different swag than what Chadzilla does. So that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Did you learn how to produce on like YouTube or online, or did you have somebody in person that taught you?
A little bit of everything, really. Like when I first got introduced to even being able to make beats, I was just rapping, you know what I'm saying, in school, and I had a friend who produced me. He kind of showed me, put me on FL and stuff like that. And at the time, I really wasn't even like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying, let me mess with some beats or nothing like that. I was just rapping, he'll make the beats or whatever. And I think we was finna cook up something, and he was like, man, I was at his crib, he's like, I'm gonna shower quick, use the restroom or whatever. And I got on the computer and I just messed around with it or whatever, you know what I'm saying, playing the FL. He came out, he was like, let me see what you did there, you checked it out. He was like, yeah, don't ever touch my computer, give me. It was that garbage, you know what I'm
saying? Curiosity killed the cat.
Definitely, yeah. But then over the years, man, FL had the free download or whatever. People had a little torrents or whatever. I would mess around with that, and I had gotten better at making beats. I was still, what I'm saying, at a very rookie level at that point, but it was better than when I started. Over time, you start kind of grasping things, get a hold of things. Of course, you got the internet, you got YouTube, and I think I had started getting more knowledge from the person who put me on FL originally, and over time, man, I think there was like a battle. There was 2 things that kind of struck me into making beats more. One, just being a rapper and not being able to maneuver the way I wanted with beats. If I reached out to a producer or whatever, tried to get some beats happen or whatever, or purchase some beats, what I'm saying, I was flat broke. I'm saying, I had no money. I was on my own. I'm saying, I had no family. Not living with anyone. At the age of 17. So money was short. You know what I'm saying? First job, fast food, restaurant, all that type of stuff. So money was very short, especially coming out of high school. So I didn't have the budget to just be buying beats. The rap group I was working with, nobody was getting beats in the real rap group, you know what I'm saying, that I was in. So I just started thinking, man, like I've been rapping all these years and ain't making no moves, you know what I'm saying? I felt like picking up on that skill would help me, you know what I'm saying, being able to own a little bit of my own sound and being able to maneuver with it. So that was one part of it. And then the second part was I went to a beat battle that was happening in the city. And because I ain't know no producers, all I'm looking at was the money on there, and I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna be easy, because I don't know who's gonna show up there. I'm thinking ain't gonna be nobody. And then I was wrong. There was definitely a lot of people there, and people who also drove from other cities to be there. So, I guess by the luck of, or unluck of the draw, I got matched up with this demon out there in Dallas named Sick With It. He was man, he was killer. He won that whole battle. I got everything. I was in the first round. It was a weird round too, because for whatever reason, there was an odd number. So it was like a 3-way battle. I had to be me, him, and some other dude. But after seeing him win that whole thing and just being there through the experience, listening to the beats from all the different producers and whatnot, And then further along, seeing kind of like where he went with it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the internet, you got YouTube, people document their journeys. You know, see, like I think he went on to like produce for the freshman cover of XXL. And I was just like, man, you could really do something with this. During that night in the battle, like there wasn't really too much negative feedback. You know what I'm saying? People was messing with some of the beats I had played. So I told myself I needed to take it serious. And when I had got decent check from my job, I was like, the only way I'm gonna take it serious is if I buy this FL outright. Because you know, you get all the stupid messages that tell you like, oh, you can't save certain things or whatever, and it gets annoying. So I made a decision to go ahead and buy it. When I bought it, it declined. I was like, man, I know I got enough money. The bank called me up and they was like, oh, we think we stopped a fraudulent charge or whatever. And I was like, man, that might be a sign from God. I need to just go get groceries instead. But now I went ahead and stuck with it and paid for it. And ever since then, I just been practicing even harder and linking up with different producers around the city that I knew, you know, Rebel Music and Stephen Bed's Money Beats, Town of Track. And, you know, they were kind enough to bless my game. I think the fact that they knew I rapped a little bit kind of, you know, allowed them to accept me a little more. It wasn't just random. You know, we've kind of passed or bumped shoulders here and there. So.
Right. Yeah. How do you feel about putting your music on something like SoundCloud?
I've done it before, you know what I'm saying, both as a rapper and a producer.
Right. I'm sorry, I'm speaking mainly from the producer side right now, and I'll explain why at the answer.
Yeah, I mean the producing side is good. I know like a lot of producers will, you know, use that platform to, you know, not only be able to network and reach out to an audience, because it's real active. People go on there specifically just to look for beats, and they'll sell beats from there and whatnot. I've done it, you know what I'm saying? I haven't maintained it, you know, me personally, but it's definitely good. Anywhere you can put your music, really, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And I asked that reason because, you know, you can talk to some guys and they'll feel like, you know, well, I don't want my music to get stolen, or I don't want somebody to sample my music or recreate my beat and take, you know, try to take credit for something that they created. You know what I mean? But it happens 24/7. Nobody really owns anything in music, to be honest with you, you know? Yeah.
It's a good thing, actually, when people can take what you have and do something. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to make it accessible. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you still got program files. You know what I'm saying? You got a safety net if you really think about it. You know what I'm saying? When you create something originally. So, yeah, it's not.
Yeah, there's a material copyright law, meaning that like even if you don't get it copyrighted, the date that it's produced on your computer and stuff, you can, you know, claim that in the courts and stuff like that. So I mean, there's still ways, but yeah, people do rip off music and try to blow up with it. Now do you use like places like BeatStars or Airbit?
Yeah, I'm on Airbit. I used BeatStars previously, but I'm on Airbit right now.
Do they have any luck with any of that?
Yeah, I mean, I've had success with Airbit, and I've definitely sold more beats. It was the first year I struck up on it to, you know, go ahead and pay out the membership and set up a real shop and everything. And
okay.
I think I was on there for like 2 months, and that was the first time I made I was on their newcomers list in the beginning, and then after like 2 months, that was the first time I made their top producers list. And they listed me on their front page, you know, along with some other producers that are fire as well. And so I think I'm on there currently right now too. So,
yeah, I'd seen you post some stuff about that, how you were a top producer on there. I didn't know exactly where that was at, but yeah, that's what's up, man. Like I use BeatStars on a daily basis. Got, you know, some stuff posted on there, but you know, like you said, I guess you got to pay for the actual, you know, real accounts where you can do unlimited and all that, because I just use the free services on both. And I mean, I get some hits off of BeatStars, but I guess, you know, whenever you're able to like pay for it, you know, they promote you a lot more and all that.
Yeah, I mean, BeatStars, I don't know. I mean, because it's two things. Like when I was on BeatStars, you know You know what I'm saying? Though at the time I probably thought my beats was good. You know what I'm saying? I'm always be my worst critic, say they trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because growth happens all the time and you start thinking about things differently, you learn things. So, but like I even had it paid for a bit, and I never had really no sales on there. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, you get more followers.
Promotion. Yeah, they give you like promo tokens and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Worked. But with Airbit, man, I went to Airbit and their promo tokens worked like easy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what their algorithm is or how they do things, but they definitely work. And you know, it's the first time that I would see sales coming in where I just really don't have nothing to do with it as far as knowing who it is, or had to persuade someone to like, hey, check it out. Just sit chilling one day and all of a sudden, ding, you know what I'm saying? Say who it is. You know what I'm saying? You get a little information from what's logged in when they purchase and stuff like that, but don't really know them, you know what I'm saying?
So
do you sell exclusives on there or just lease beats?
Both. I sell exclusives and I lease. You know what I mean? Try to give decent plans, you know what I'm saying, to kind of work for anyone, you know what I'm saying, what they're doing. Because I think some artists, you know, I know for myself personally, I didn't understand like leasing, you know what I'm saying, before I was producing. I didn't understand, you know, how I could leverage that, you know what I'm saying, for my benefit. Kind of gives the artist an opportunity to just go ahead and get working, and they have a, you know, depending on what the caps are, the ability to make some money. And they're smart, you know, turn those profits into buying the exclusive, you know, later down the road. But, you know, it kind of helps them get to working quicker. You know what I mean? They can get their track recorded, whatever they want to do, get their plan together. They got a budget, you know what I mean? And try to make a hit.
So how do you feel about exclusive versus leasing? Which one do you prefer?
From my money and bills, exclusive. But
you like that upfront money, huh?
Yeah, you know, when it can come like that, it's definitely different, just depending on who you're talking to and what you're working with. But
yeah,
exclusive.
Because,
the table.
Yeah, I've sold music exclusively, but not as much as leasing it, because you never know when that person comes through and they get a hit, and then if you sell the beat exclusively, that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to an extent. Yeah, definitely to an extent. So
yeah, I mean, if they're good people, then you can always renegotiate.
Yeah, they'll be willing to do stuff like that. So yeah, definitely. And most of the time, man, people are people. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not villains or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Most people, they actually do want to see you succeed, especially if they mess with you. In the first place, to even hit your site up and look at it. You know.
And that's pretty much how I stand on far as like music. It's always good. I'd rather have one or two customers that I know gonna come back on a regular basis than, you know, just to have 10 or 15, you know, it might not never hear from them again. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there's different levels to, you know what I'm saying, people's admiration for, you know what I'm saying, something respect. You know what I'm saying? There's people who are just fans, there's people who are fanatics. People who support, you know what I'm saying, in other ways than just financially, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, for sure.
Different ways to look at it.
Who would be someone that you kind of like would have a dream collaboration with?
I don't know, man. Honestly, I probably want to collab with somebody that, like, I don't think I could put a name on it. You know what I'm saying? I'd have to run into them. You know what I'm saying? It'd probably be something crazy, unexpected, like a country person or something, like do a country music on somebody who can completely put me into an element I'm uncomfortable with. You know what I'm saying?
I've made a couple country beats. I've made a couple rock and roll beats too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Things
but
that I just don't think about.
It gives you a different look at things. It gives you a different side of the music, you know, and you you learn different things. And like tell everybody, man, I just started sampling about 6 months ago. I never really used samples, and I produced everything 100% from scratch. You know, chords, notes, scales, all that stuff. And you know, it's broadened the horizon. It's got a different tool in the belt. So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, definitely.
So like,
go ahead, Jeff.
oh no, I was what I was gonna say is that so like, what would be somewhere that you would see yourself in like 10 years?
In 10 years, man, just hopefully, you know what I'm saying, with a huge leap of success in the music industry, you know what I'm saying, past placements, and using the money to invest and create other residual streams of income, you know what I'm saying, through maybe businesses or whatever it might be, you know what I'm saying, different business endeavors, sponsorships and all that type of stuff, you know what I mean?
If you was contacted by a major label and they wanted to sign you, would you take a deal or would you rather try to stay independent?
It would depend. It would depend on what the deal was really offering at the time. You know,
right.
Thing would have to be read multiple times. I probably, bring some people in to read whatever's being presented at the time with me.
Right.
And it would depend. Independent is a great route to go. You know what I'm saying? And if you got if you're making a lot of money, then you can incorporate people and, you know what I'm saying, put together your own team of people who are going to for your best benefit. So you wouldn't have to sign nothing. But yeah, it just would depend.
Now, do you have your music online for streaming, like on Spotify and iTunes and all that stuff?
Like songs that I produce. I'm working on an instrumental album right now with someone, so that'll be like the first, you know what I'm saying, just straight beats and stuff like that. But yeah, just songs that I produce for artists are available on Spotify that you can hear, you know what I'm saying, like Kane Marco, the God Tier Project, and Young Abe, a few songs from him, Panic, all the artists who've bought beats from me and stuff like that, they got their, songs up on there, produced by Fetti Knox.
That's what's up. Yeah, I use DistroKid for my pre-production stuff, meaning that without artists and stuff like that, I'll just put up kind of easy listening kind of beats, or just whatever artists don't want, I'll throw up there on DistroKid, and just be able to stream it on Spotify, just have somebody jamming it and stuff. And I've actually had 32 countries this year streaming, so it's definitely well worth it.
Congratulations. Man. Congrats to you, my man. Congrats.
Yeah, I was just basically just pointing out that even though they try to say that they don't really promote you or anything like that, there are people that find you, and even if it is just instrumentals, like people actually do want to listen to that kind of stuff. So
yeah, that's popular. I mean, that's from back in the old days. You know what I'm saying? When people would go to, you know what I'm saying, music halls and listen to like Beethoven or Mozart. You know what I'm saying? Music without words is, still a very popular thing. You know what I'm saying? Not as necessary. I mean, even nowadays they claim that the beats hold a lot of weight for a lot of people who are rapping and stuff like that. So,
and the one thing that just shocked me is the fact that the U.S. is good to promote in, but there's so many people on the other side of the world that loves to hear the U.S. style music, that it just shocked me how many people were listening from the other side of the world versus here in the U.S. I mean, I was getting a few plays here, but a lot over there. So it might be well worth it if you put your stuff out there, and like you said, man, you got a lot of good stuff. So try that out, just to get it out there on Spotify, and just some instrumental stuff.
Yeah, a lot of when I would run like ads or promotions and stuff like that, and I'd run them for like mainly areas overseas, places I don't know about or never seen. Might have to pull the map out and add them into whatever the algorithm is gonna be. And man, I've definitely seen a lot of traffic, like more than I would probably even say you would see. You know what I'm saying? Just running your ads through America and the US. Sometimes you'll get messages and whatnot, and I got to use Google Translator to figure out what they're saying. But, yeah, it works out.
Yeah, for sure. Now, do you produce like with hardware, or do you produce with mainly software based stuff?
Uh, hardware more so now. I would at first it was just software. I click everything in on a mouse, but yeah, definitely time has allowed me to invest in hardware. So I'll use like the MK3 machine. I got the complete control keyboard. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the hardware that I pretty much would use here.
Now, has that brought your game up a lot as far as your beats? Like, do you think that by using that hardware, it's improved you?
I think so because um like though I knew like what chords were and stuff like that, and I would click them in with the mouse. You start figuring them out in a different way when you play them, and you start recognizing the patterns of the chord. You know what I'm saying, and like how to flow and run the chord up and down when you're using the hardware, and then that just the setup of using the keyboard and having that in mind when you're creating a beat, that allows you to add different counter melodies and top melodies and stuff like that. Because I guess the feel is different than when you're just clicking it in. You know what I'm saying? Because you can see it with your hands and so forth. So yeah.
Probably take a little more pride in your production.
Yeah. You start seeing other things like imperfected timing. You know what I'm saying? If you don't quantize and stuff like that, it just brings a different element to the what you're putting together.
And sometimes you want it to be a little more organic and robotic too.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess it depends on what music you're doing too. Like, cause I know EDM and techno type music, they like a lot of that robotic sound.
Yeah,
But
it's all in time.
Yeah, exactly. It just depends on what you're doing. But yeah, man. I feel like I did the same thing, whenever I got my keyboard and I got my pads and all that kind of stuff. It just kind of broadened the horizon of what I could do. And then also too, I mean, I was the same way with you. Like when I was clicking stuff in, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't really know where I was going with it, but I just kept clicking stuff in, kept clicking stuff in, and eventually, kind of started learning. And so that when I went to the keys, I knew like kind of where to press the keys for certain chords and how to make a major and a minor. And I still don't understand music theory as much as I should, but yeah, it does help.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody's ever gonna understand. It's everything fully. You know what I'm saying? I've seen like there was a great piano player that I met a long time ago. I don't even remember his name, but he was cold. I used to just watch him play the piano, and dude used to tell me, you know what I'm saying, you want to learn all of the rules so that you can break them the right way. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of keep that in mind sometimes when I'm creating stuff or figuring new things out. Like, you know what I'm saying? You want to break the rules the right way.
Yeah, I was kind of the opposite. I pretty much always been doing music on hardware, and I've been doing music for like over 20 years, and I've never made one beat on software ever.
Yeah, I mean, I did a little bit of stuff before, like producing. Like I played trumpet and stuff in school.
That's what's up.
I don't know a lick of it now. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I used to be all right. I was first chair and whatnot, but I don't shoot. That stuff leaves you when you don't put the time to it consistently. So
yeah, I used to play the trombone, and I haven't played since I was in high school, so a long time ago.
I think I had picked up a trumpet not too long ago.
Too?
Yeah, I played the drums, the keys, trombone. I played about 3 or 4 different instruments.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What can you still play now?
I can still play the drums and I can still play the keys.
Yeah, he still got it. Don't count that man out, man. He got it.
Well,
yeah,
have you tried to like do any like screwed and chop type stuff?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think I've tried, but I probably have in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like it just kind of happens when it, you know what I'm saying, when it flows. I couldn't even think about. I got so many beats, man. I'll have, you know, other producers who are friends of mine that'll come through and collab, and they'll just open up my stuff. You know, so I might be cooking or playing the game or something. They'll be like, "What's this?" And I'll listen to it, and it's fire, and I'm like, I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
I got a question for you. Do either one of you know how they used to actually slow the music down?
like,
What you talking about?
Yeah.
You know, like when they were chopping and screwing the music like this. Did you know how they used to slow it down?
Well, I have turntables, and I use the tempo control and stuff like that, and the pitch
All
and stuff
right.
to do it.
So do you know Fetti Knox?
Nah, I mean, shoot, I feel like I might be overthinking it, so I'm gonna say no. Nah,
All right. So which I knew this anyway. So if you go back to like some of the tape decks made back in the 90s, and you take the back cover off, they had a control on the back where you could slow it down that way. And if you ever listen to Pimp C, he would tell you that's how they was doing it. They would take it out and slow it down on the back of the tape deck, and that's what created that noise where they slowed it down like that. On tape decks, yeah.
There used to be a setting on the tape deck to where you could do like half speed or you could do double speed, to where it would either sound like chipmunks or it would be slow like that on certain tape decks.
Yeah, these were all the older ones from way back. Like I say, probably in the 80s. So they would do it. They would do it manually. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm a '90s baby, so I definitely get it.
Oh, okay. well, me and Jeff, we early 80s baby.
But yeah, I think that you know it's all in the creator. Now, do you use a lot of gross beats?
Sometimes, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It just depends on what I'm trying to accomplish. You know what I mean? Like, and like I don't think it's very rare. I want to say it doesn't happen, but it's probably very rare that I'll open up FL and I already have in my mind like what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
music is all about feeling.
Yeah. I'm saying just have whatever mood I'm feeling at the time. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to select the tempo. You know what I'm saying? You start over the time realizing like certain tempos kind of set the pace for whatever type of beat you probably gonna end up coming up with.
Yeah.
Play, you know what I'm saying, play something, whether it's if it's just individual notes or chords. More so recently, I've probably been into laying chords, you know what I'm saying, setting a few certain chords, and it just kind of gives you like some ideas from there. Chords are great for kind of giving you ideas, I found. So, and even if you don't end up using them, but you just use the notes in that chord, you know what I'm saying, break it down. So
what main genres do you produce as far as trap, hip hop, boom bap, R&B? What all do you mainly produce?
I would say trap, you know what I'm saying, because that's kind of where it just kind of started for me personally, you know what I'm saying, wanting to make beats that hit and stuff like that, and following like the beat battling community. But then so more recently, I've been like making more R&B and just different music like that, even Afro music, you know. That's real.
Oh, you throwing down some Afro beats?
Yeah, man. That stuff is fun, for real. I got a Nigerian friend, you know what I'm saying? That boy, that's all he plays in his car. So it's fun.
Yeah. I've always wanted to kind of learn that, man. My girl is from Haiti, so she always asks for a lot of different types of music that's similar to that, you know, like that Caribbean style, you know, stuff like that. It's kind of like Afro beats in a way.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same. That's the root. That's the root of reggaeton.
Yeah. Reggaeton.
Yeah, that's the root. If you listen, it'll sound like African drum.
Yeah. And I don't want to be too like one track. So I like to, even when I was rapping, I never wanted to just, you know what I'm saying? I always wanted to be able to kind of hit everywhere, you know what I'm saying? So like with production, it's the same way. You know, so I want to do different things. That's why I say like I'll even do, you know what I'm saying, a country song if I got to, you know what I'm saying? Just figure it out, because you know what I'm saying, that knowledge, the more you know what I'm saying, the more I feel like you can kind of just get creative in other things, you know what I'm saying, just freak stuff up. So it's fun, you know what I'm saying, making music like that, hip hop, boom bap, all that. And there's so many different people out there. I think a lot of people who are producers, when they're first starting off, they feel like they get discouraged. You know what I'm saying? They don't feel like people want to buy beats or whatever. But you're kind of limiting yourself if you're not stretching your capabilities and trying to learn more and make different types of production. You know what I mean? Whether it be R&B or tracks, not, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody's gonna want to buy trap beats. Not everybody's gonna want to buy little R&B beats. Sometimes you can, you know what I'm saying, use what you know and blend certain styles together or give a beat a certain break and twist, and that just makes it more appealing.
Yep. Or do multiple genres in one song.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I thank you for coming on to the show. And where can the listeners find you at?
And everything pretty much is at Fetti Knox the Fox. It's at CERN FETTIKNOXTHAKN. Wait, I spelled that wrong with that. FETTIKNOXTHAFOX. Fetti Knox the Fox. I'm on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? You can go to my website, fettyknox.net. You know what I'm saying? There I got everything for artists, for producers. You know what I'm saying? I do mixing, audio visualizer videos, little graphic stuff here and there. So sound kits. Got a, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got an instrumental album coming out soon. With my mentor, it's gonna be called the VIP section. And got some drum kits that are, you know, in the works, so lots of stuff. So and I send out to A&Rs too, you know what I'm saying? I don't talk about it too publicly, it's, you know, on the net and whatnot. But yeah, I definitely got industry access. So I keep my doors open for anybody who's really, you know what I'm saying, looking to work. They can message me on my email, which is fettyknox@gmail.com. So yeah, pretty much anything, you know, reach out.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, I just want to thank Chadzilla for coming on, being a co-host today. Thank you so much, man. This is Jeff Strahan, aka your boy Jay Reed. You're listening to the Cadence of Life podcast show, and we are out.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to Cadence of Life podcast. Check us out on Facebook, the Cadence of Life podcast. You can check out your boy Jay Reed or any of his music, Beats by Jay Reed, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you again for listening. See you next time.